Today we're going to cover the procedures for a straight razor shave. If you offer this at school or in the shop that you're going to go into, this is a luxury service. So we're going to talk a little bit about the experience, but how to make you comfortable and at ease behind the chair, going through procedure, safety, sanitation, and what to look for on the head. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another Monday with Shark Fin. My name is Vinny. This is going to be our razor series. What's your name, brother?
Justin.
This is Justin. Thank you so much for being in the chair today, brother. What are we looking to get done today?
Straight shave on the head.
Straight shave on the head. Love it. Well, let's get started. So for prep work, we're going to do lather, hot towel, lather, and shave, okay? So we're going to prep the skin and prep the hair at the same time. All right, so let's get started with that. All right, I have a shave brush here, and we're going to use the lather on the head with the brush, doing vigorous circles, and we're going to get the brush nice and flat. So I'll show that to you here. So we're going to push in center. The circles are actually going to lift the hair off the head a little bit, which is going to help with the razor. And then we're going to use the hot towel to soften everything up as well. Shake out the hot towel a little bit. That feel all right? Mm-hmm. Okay. I quarter the towel and put it on the back of the head here and wrap the front and around the front like that. If I can be hands-free and that pressure's there, how's that feel, Justin? Good. And then I want to make sure the whole head is covered, and then my hands are going to help everything else. Or applying pressure is going to be an added benefit. So for the client experience, I don't want to move too much. And then to make sure that I'm heating up all areas of the head, I want to apply a nice pressure for about 10 seconds or so. And then as I'm taking the towel off, I'm going to remove the lather and put fresh lather on. Everything has a purpose. So for Justin, this is going to feel really good. And for me, it's going to make this shave go a lot smoother.
This is a 90 here. And this right here, this is a 90 here. This right here, this is a 90 here. That's why when you did the top center profile, you only noticed the 90 on the back and the crown, because this is...
All right, we're going to do one more hot towel to ensure that the hair is nice and soft, the skin is prepped, and we're going to give Justin a little extra experience today. So let's see this from here. Good. So as I'm doing this into the camera, I'll be doing it into the mirror so that I can see what I'm doing. Make sure that the towel doesn't get in his face and that he's nice and comfortable. All right, so when we go into the shave, my razor's already prepped. Razor's been cleaned, fresh blade in there. Something that you can do, a little extra for the client when you're prepping, put the clean razor and a fresh razor in front of them, and then they can see it. Just a little bit, something to add for the client experience, just so they know. All right. So now we're gonna head into panels. I'm not gonna lather the whole head. I just wanna lather what I need. So we're gonna start on the top. The reason I like to start on the top is because when I'm placing my thumb for the rest of the shave, I'll have a lot of area clear of any lather. Head back for me. I'm going to start on the forehead and work my way back. When you guys are clipper cutting, I always suggest overlapping your sections, and I'll turn Justin in a second to show you. So the straight blade is so wide, and I keep about 1/4 of it overlapping as I'm shaving. Bring your head back, Brian.
Looks good.
Okay. So I'm going to keep 1/4 of that straight blade. And this will ensure that I'm getting everything. I'm wiping the blade as much as needed so that I can continuously see the blade. You don't want to cake the blade up with lather and then not be able to see. Also, I can see through my lather right now, and I can see the hair. I could wipe this away and his head will still be prepped to shave. Because it's been rubbed into the skin and the hair is soft. So you always want to be able to see what you're doing. The top of the head is tight, so I have less pulling. And then as I move towards the crown, the parietals and the side, I'm going to need to pull a little bit more. All right, and that's the top. So we're going to break the rest of the head up into the side, the back, and then finish on the other side. If you guys have any questions or whatever, just let me know. All right, talking about angle and pressure. The head is constantly changing shape. So the angle has to slightly change. And your pressure should remain the same. I try to keep enough pressure where the blade can stay on the head. And we're changing the angle like a basketball. So if you look at the head, we're just going to slowly be rotating the spine of the razor so that I can keep the appropriate angle to hit the root of the hair. If you're too flat, you're actually going to hit the top of the hair. You're going to be pulling it. All right. If you have too much of an angle, it's aggressive and it's uncomfortable. So thumb in an area without lather, pulling on the scalp nice and tight. What I'm looking for here, because Justin has a beard, is to keep that hairline high so that when I go to taper the beard or whatever, I can make sure I have enough space for the taper. And down by the ear, pulling up on that skin nice and tight. I notice a lot of students get nervous in this area if the ear's too close or hugging the side of the head. Justin's ear hangs off a little bit, so I can either bend that ear all the way out of the way and create a flat spot, or create a flat spot by pulling up tight and removing that skin from the ear. I did check Justin's head earlier for any moles or pimples or anything like that. You really want to make sure to avoid any issues like that. Again, overlapping my sections back here, the head really starts to change shape with the bone structure. And right now, while I'm talking and shaving, I can see in certain areas my lather is drying. You want to reapply at that point. The lather will almost turn into like a chalk, and that will not help you and be irritating to your client, so don't be afraid to reapply.
And then once you're done, you'll see what needs to be so there's nobody's in there.
If you notice while I'm shaving, the passes that I'm making, it's coming out clean, meaning all the hair is coming off. If you notice, if you make a pass with the and the lather's coming off, do not just keep hitting that area with the razor until you remove the hair. You're going to irritate the skin. If you make a pass or two and you don't shave off all the hair, keep going, and then you can finish with, you can reapply your lather and polish that area to make sure that it's completely clear of hair.
It's weird because it's not 1 21. It's like so it could be that they did chapter 5.
Chin down just a little bit more. Thank you.
Let me call them and see what they say. I did exactly what they told me to do. And you saw what I said. When you go into the student profile, it shows. You go into I don't know, but that's doesn't make sense. It knows that that's the test it's supposed to be. So this is a shout. Yeah, I know. That's so dumb. I'll see what they say. Oh, one more thing, Paul.
In the back, if you feel more tension with the razor, the hair gets very dense in the back. So how I describe it is just putting a little bit more effort behind the stroke to get through that more dense and tough hair. Can't see as much there, so I'm gonna wipe with the back of my finger. My thumb stays clear. So I can pull on that skin nice and tight. All right.
So this is the angle. The cone's tilted. This is a 45-degree angle. Not like that. What is the magnitude?
You move the camera a little bit. I'm gonna shave this side.
Shave which side?
Yeah, I'm gonna shave this now. So you gotta bring the camera.
Oh, you mean the, I'm sorry, I know what camera you're talking about.
Cool. Yeah. Nah, right. Just turn it. You're good. Bring it towards you a little. Yep, perfect. Questions? Comments? If you start to feel a lot of tension as you're shaving, and this hair isn't as soft, don't be afraid to put another hot towel on. Another thing we can pay attention to is I've seen people shave with pulling on their elbow, pulling with their elbow, their wrist, and their fingers. Do you guys know what I mean by that? So we'll show you here. So different areas of the head are going to be bigger, smaller. You can think of times when you're doing like a lineup on the beard. You have a smaller area. You're going to choke up on the razor to get control for shorter strokes. So here, you guys see that up there? Here, I'm using my fingers. To get a little bit bigger of a stroke, I can use my wrist. You guys see that? And then starting at the top here, not really moving my fingers or my wrist, and then just pulling down towards the floor with my elbow. So I'll show you guys again. Here. Here. Okay, so we got a shorter stroke. Can you guys see that? Maybe. Let me try it with this. So fingers, and my thumb is up higher on the razor.
So it makes sense if this
Wrist.
lay down and you want it to go up. And that's
You can see how the stroke is a little longer. And then again, I can pull just down with my elbow, keeping my fingers and wrist still. Those are the 3 strokes that you can use throughout the shave for control. So back here around the ear, choke up again. And now I'm going to use my fingers for these little spots right here. How you feeling, Justin?
Good.
Okay. Cool. Now I would be checking the head quickly, see if there's any major spots I missed. I can see some hair clipping up here. Don't know if it's loose hair or still on the head. Now we're going to go through with our polish. All right, let's remove the lather. Too hot? That's good. Again, hands free. As I'm clearing off the head, just double checking areas. Okay, couple areas I want to double check. I have a towel in that drawer. Drawer. In the drawer. Second pass, we'll change out the blade.
this band. That didn't come off. Thank God. No, it's still another German up there. That's just got black. I didn't have another. What did anyone
Yeah.
where I'm at? That's a good shot. That would probably be worth
it. Can you see that? Huh? So just the heel is off right there. So keeping as much surface area as I can keep of the blade on the head, the less, like, you're not gonna cut them.
And I noticed you're not cutting straight down, you're kind of an angle.
Yeah, sometimes I go like to get a different angle on the root.
I see my razors like straight.
Yeah.
Your razors went straight.
Yeah, and typically hair doesn't grow straight down, or, you know, so you can shave across it just like when you're using a clipper and you're going up and down, and then you go left and right on an angle to double check it. Same thing. Just to ensure that you're gonna cut everything. Okay guys, to finish this up, we're gonna put an oil on that's gonna help any skin irritation. This feels good for the client as well. A little bit of a nice head massage. Now, some guys when they get their head shaved, they don't mind that it's shiny. I always ask, and if they do, we'll show you how to remove that shine. But I'm gonna apply some oil, a hot towel, and some aftershave or some tonic. Now after you shave, the skin might be a little bit more sensitive, so you really want to make sure that you're checking that towel. I massage the oil in. We're gonna open up the pores a little bit more. Let that soak in. Double checking, making sure on that second pass I got everything. Okay, this is old school, is my favorite thing. Looks silly, a little bit of showmanship. Can you feel that, Justin? Mm-hmm. So we're gonna dry that up. From the oil, head's not looking crazy shiny from the oil, but I'm gonna show you how to take away any oil that might still be on there. All right, so we're gonna take a little bit of talc, PST. Make sure you don't have a ton on there. You don't need a lot. Shake off any excess, like LeBron. And then we're just gonna pat the head dry. This will take away any moisture that is on the head and take away some of that shine. Also, this part done rhythmically will feel good. Don't worry about looking silly. It's not about you, it's about your client. All right, brother. How you feeling? Good. Good? Awesome. Well, thank you again for your participation today. So just to recap, going over procedure, doing a lather, putting the lather on the head, hot towel lather, and then the last lather that's going on is going to be put in panels so that we can systematically shave around the head. Paying attention to the angle, the pressure, and making sure that we're not shaving the same spot over and over again to ensure comfort for our client. Also, the full procedure of just other hot towels, again, the oil, the hot towel, the aftershave to just finish this up nice. Like I said, luxury service, and I hope this was helpful for you guys today. If you have any comments or want to see anything in the future, please let us know, and we'll see you next Monday. Say bye, Justin.
Bye.
Bye, Felicia.